Set up on the job. The best use of our auto executives' time, Georgia Republican Johnny Isakson was on that committee today, joins me right now. Senator, is this a good use of their time? Don't we want them making cars or just doing something auto-related?
Well, what should have happened is in the fall of last year, President Bush should not have advanced the $17 billion. We should have allowed him to go into a structured bankruptcy. Then everybody would have been in a lot better shape. Now we're $60 billion short in taxpayer money, and the government's running a business that it doesn't know anything about. That was a bad decision on behalf of both administrations, in my judgment.
What I like about you, senators, you said that then, warned that then, kind of previewed what would be happening now. And here we are, right? And now we've got auto executives who went hat in hand, and now they have to meet with, or at least answer to, 535 different hats. How are they going to do that?
Well, it's very problematic. Obviously, what happened today, the very guys that they sent lobbying Capitol Hill to bail them out a year ago, talking about the dealers on behalf of the automakers, now the automakers are pretty much pulling the rug out of a third or a quarter of the dealers, and the dealers are incensed and really have every right to be. But, you know, this is an example of why government doesn't need to be running businesses. We need to run government like a business, but not business like a government, and that's what's happening in the automobile industry.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd want to even run the government like this business, but that's a whole nother show. But let me ask you, Senator.
No, that's exactly true.
Could I ask you this, sir? Fritz Henderson, when he was here with me the other day, was saying that, look, if I want to shut a popular car line down that, let's say, the administration loves, I can. If I want to shut a plant down, I can. In other words, that he didn't need the okay from maybe the Auto Task Force, or for that matter, President Obama. When I asked him if he was pulling a green car, let's say, that the president was hot to trot on, because he said, look, we've studied it, it's just not going to sell, he insisted that the president would be okay with that. For the life of me, sir, I can't see that. That if the president is really eager to sell, I don't know whether they be plug-in cars or wind-up cars or cars that are so tiny you'd need like a tiny little body to fit in them. If he really wants that, he's not going to give up on that, is he?
Well, I don't think so. And if you listen to the answers to the question today, when Mr. Henderson answered Senator Joann's questions, he pretty much referred to three people by name in the administration that they had run by their closures with. And a couple of times, Mr. Press, the co-president of Chrysler, made comments about the new Chrysler and selling green cars and the Fiat deal. I don't think there's any question that the influence toward fuel efficiency, green cars, less consumption of oil has a big overplay right now in this reconfiguration of both General Motors and Chrysler.
But what if Americans end up saying, you know, we don't want those cars? You know how American people can be, very feisty and independent, and all of a sudden they might not want cars you can plug into a wall. And then all of a sudden they say, look, the American people want one thing, the administration wants something else. What happens?
Well, in the business world, that determines success and failure. If you try and sell the American people something they don't want to buy, you're going to go out of business. Yeah. Now you've got a government might be trying to sell them a concept that they don't want to buy, and all you're going to do is put that business the government took over in deeper trouble than it's already in. Ultimately, supply and demand and consumers drive the economy. That's why free enterprise works. You cannot thematically manage it like a government.
Senator, thank you very much. Very good having you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so will the White House move heaven and earth then to make this GM deal work? And